Hey, welcome back to
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please present it to the court.
Can I see all the photos so I can decide?
Ooh.
It's a pizza pie.
Ooh. See, I told you, it's the pizza pie. That's the guy I saw.
It's the Nickel Samurai. This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter.
Another photo. Picture taken in the hallway right after the murder.
Spider-Man.
God damn it, Spider-Man. I'll take a look at it.
What does it all mean?
What is wrong with the photo?
It's gonna be a part where I'm gonna have to go back and forth between this photo and his actual work photo.
Yeah, here you are.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. What is the answer right now?
Look how baggy his pants are.
Yeah, his pants are quite baggy. What's up with that?
Probably because it's not him.
Whoa!
All you gotta do is say some keywords and you'll get it all the time.
Yes. His small head. No, that didn't work. His. No, he doesn't have his trident. No, it's not that.
I mean, it is that, but he didn't bring his trident with him.
He's not wearing his cup.
How can
You got it.
How can you oh, he's not.
Yeah.
It seems like we've reached the morning time.
Ow! Fuck.
Could you be quiet?
I'm sorry.
What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, this photo by itself has did not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, by his own confession, Mr. Onga clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
The defendant.
He's too short.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We've examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
If this photo really is decisive, then we're done. So I guess I'll agree with them and say it's decisive.
Yep.
If I raise an objection here and blow it, the judge will love me forever.
Yeah.
Then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy.
She's not smart enough to be in jeopardy.
She doesn't even know who the president is.
Yeah.
Who is the president?
Mitch?
McConnell?
Mitch McConnell?
Did he ever make it? I thought he was only VP. Maybe Speaker of House, maybe is what Mitch McConnell was.
He was the president of the Ace Attorney fan club.
Coca-Cola. he was the he was just the president of the company. Can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took. There's
Something strange with it.
on the wing.
Hmm.
And there's something on the wing. What a good episode. This Twilight Zone.
Oh. There's like 50 million episodes of Twilight Zone.
Yeah, but this one is always the one that everybody mentions. It was William Shatner.
The plane episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the monsters on the plane. Because of the way that William Shatner says there's something on the wing. So everybody can go, it's not theater, man. You don't have to over exaggerate.
Yeah.
There's something strange with this photo.
I knew this was coming, right?
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There was no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
What is this, worms?
Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? You know I don't like it.
Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
You really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo? Then you should only need one chance. Correct?
Oh, well. Yeah, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot? Especially when it counts.
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
His blue jeans. They're blue and they're pants. So I'm just gonna call them jeans. So they're blue jeans. I think he's not wrong.
Sure.
They're blue and they're pants, and I call all pants jeans. So they're blue jeans.
He's got a gun on me right now. I have to agree. Yes.
Shut your fucking mouth. What I tell you about talking?
I just do my lines, sire. I do my lines and I do them well. For you, my sire.
My lord, I swear I doth mean no harm. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. His penis. See how it's enlarged?
Oh, that's the rope. Never mind.
Now there's a tiny little nub.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just the other end.
Shit. Damn it.
What are you pointing to, his ankles?
No, your honor. His cankles.
Ooh.
You could see, yeah, tragedy. You could see this person's ankles. That would be one thing. However, you can't.
And what does that mean?
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Ungard.
What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you would care to elaborate. With actual facts, that is.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama.
Ooh, it sucks. Oh.
Huh?
Oh, it sucks.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I'm in court.
No.
Bailiff, I need a tissue. You can see the nickels sucks.
Exactly, however, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just a while. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant.
Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself. As if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. If he doesn't feel under attack, then I haven't damaged his case at all.
Well, here's a knife!
Or he doesn't care about his case and he wants the truth. Nah, that couldn't be it.
Nah.
Edgeworth's too selfish.
Mr. Edgeworth, what does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not man on guard, or on guardee, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. It's meaningless!
I figured it would come to this.
What?
Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Mount Ongard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
The person in the who is the person wearing the nickel samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah. Why is he so calm?
I'm on Adderall.
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is this person in the photograph?
The only one I know of that was there that could have done it would be Andrews.
Okay.
Ay, 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 ay.
Doesn't even say the name. Just skip it. He's like, I works pretty well for the judge.
Yep.
Next.
If you want to know why Phoenix isn't talking, this is not the judge. Phoenix, are you mocking me?
Phoenix, are you mocking me? If you want to know who that nickel samurai is, it is none other than this woman.
And why would you say it must be
Points.
Miss Andrews? When the world points you to her.
For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night.
And how does that all add up?
It means that they had dinner last night.
Was it delicious?
What was it?
What did they eat?
I've been thinking about a keto diet. Are they doing keto?
Kudo?
Keto.
Not careful.
Are they doing Cutie? I love that film.
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. Steak. Bread. She's able to get bread, and she used a butter knife for the bread.
And she says, let's get this bread. And she stabbed him.
She's probably, if we go down the Adrian route, it was probably she got fed up with all of the, I gotta try to romance this guy to get him to tell me the truth. And she went to the, I'm gonna torture him till he tells me.
Okay.
And then she just accidentally strangled him to death.
Yeah.
Instead of torture.
Okay, yeah.
Certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it. And if she got arrested, she wouldn't be able to find out the truth of her sister, not her sister, her mentor.
Mm-hmm.
So she pitted it on Matt.
Okay.
That's if we go down the Adrian Andrews route that we're going down right now.
Okay.
That would be the best way to describe it, try to give an explanation of what happened.
Okay.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right?
I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Andrews, Adrian Andrews. I just say her last name. That's upsetting. That bothers me, and it shouldn't.
No, that shouldn't. This is a moment!
Don't you get upset at me!
This is a moment! This is a moment!
The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, yes, Your Honor.
Swallow your spit before you talk, idiot.
God.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews.
That's right, I know what subpoena looks like.
I wasn't questioning that. I think it's it's a word that a lot of people would know.
Yeah, but you don't normally say the B in the word.
No.
You just say the P.
Oh yeah. I don't think any idiot on planet Earth, except for Mac, would say. I don't.
Subpoena?
Subpoena.
Are you trying to tell me that Mag said subpoena
No,
the
he
first
didn't.
time? I was gonna be like, wait, he doesn't know the word?
A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
It's like all the movies he likes to watch have that word in it.
Yes. Like 12 Angry Men and 12 Angry Men.
Master of Disguise.
And no!
Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? Adrian Andrews is summoned to this court as a witness. Means the trial will go on for another day. One more day. No! Gah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya.
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? Judge is about to adjourn the court. Objection! I'll just wait and see.
Now then.
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass verdict today.
I can't do that, sorry. Nope, no.
Fool! Can't do it without hearing Miss Andrews' testimony.
I abhor wasting such valuable time.
Edgeworth.
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Tisk. Unexpected development. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
If Mr. Phoenix Wright will slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright is a bit slow to catch on.
What? What?!
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness.
Everything was planned out in advance by that man. That's because he's the one paying for the murders behind the scenes. He's like, going,
yeah. Whoa! That's a spoiler for 1827.
That's how he's knowing all of these crimes. He's just paying them, so he knows what the crime is.
He's the mastermind behind every crime.
Yeah. Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle was far from over.
Exactly.
Why don't you address her by her name? Go ahead, Edgeworth. Who was it that just said that to you? Go ahead, since no one wants to recognize it as Mia. Who was it?
I don't know who that person is.
Who was it?
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
Very well. We will call the next witness. Witness! However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm tired and want to go to sleep for that 10-minute recess. The court will now take the 10-minute recess.
To be continued.
That the court will take
to be continued.
A 10-minute to be continued recess.
To be continued.
I need a TBD on when court's recess comes.
Dude! I can't believe that Adrian. No way! Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews.
She was your manager. Would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had an easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her.
So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
See, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your comma.
Because she was the one that came to wake me up? And, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yeah. Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Carrillo.
But why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about?
Well, an agenda is a thing that you have when it's like mission, your own mission. That's what the agenda was.
Her own mission?
Yeah, like, you know, FBI, they got their own mission.
She's the FBI?
No.
I gotta hide my coke.
Yes. She's already seized your coke.
No.
And your cock.
Ooh.
No, she detached it. It's an evidence.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You've now been turned into a Kindle. I am sorry. I am sorry for your troubles. I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of the day.
Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
That's what he said as he strangled Juan. Refreshing like a spring.
You're not refreshing.
Phoenix. Think her motive is related to Celeste Impacts? Impacts' missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impacts suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it. Is Juan Corrida the victim of this murder? That's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get the suicide note back. Sounds plausible, but one thing bothers me. And what? Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impacts. It was Edgeworth. Looks like he's still the one in command of the ship. Don't let your guard down yet. He told us because Francesca was gonna be our prosecutor until she got shot.
Yeah.
Which Edgeworth planned out too. Alright, she'll get shot this day.
Yes, she'll get shot this day. And I'll have tea time at 11, and then the court starts at 12.
And I'll have a breakthrough entrance of, it is me.
Then I'll go in and I'll be like, she has been shot and she's okay.
He's looking in the
It's
mirror.
me. It's Edgeworth. My name is Miles Edgeworth. The prosecution is ready. The prosecution is ready.
He's trying to fix it. No, not like that.
No,
Too
no.
pretentious.
The prosecution is ready. Naturally. Ooh, that's good.
Ooh,
Ooh.
got goosebumps.
Ooh.
Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court, Miss Adrian Andrews.
Let me finish, damn it!
The person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room. What is your occupation? I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Van Ongard.
I see, now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure, what is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
Oh no, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland.
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan, but this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
She got a card from the killer.
Huh.
To kill.
She's an assassin.
Exactly.
Okay.
They gave her a card being like, you gotta go kill the man.
Yeah.
Or we'll tell everybody your deepest, darkest secret. Her rehab.
You're level 2 on Path of Exile. You've been lying to everybody this entire time.
Embarrassing.
So it was a fry and bait matter. Or was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
Phoenix is like drooling.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews.
Very well then. Witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murderer, the murder that had taken place.
Oh, so she's gonna discover the murderer.
Ah!
No, I take it that everybody who has that card is innocent.
Mm,
That is the card to prove that they are innocent.
maybe. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the same exact scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
I felt myself about to faint, so I touched the crime scene.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would disturb anything. I just touched the crime scene. You fool!
You poured yourself a glass of juice.
Yes. Sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime.
Damn you!
And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She is one cool and collected customer. She has the brains to match. Yes, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. Disrupt her pacing. I'll flash her.
Ooh. That would disrupt her pacing.
Takes out a flashlight and starts clicking it towards her.
Ah.
What did you guys think I was meant?
Ah.
Just ow. Ow, God, ow. Stop it. She's the type of woman who was easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. Ah, so like throwing a metal pipe at her now!
No! She catches it.
The instant you light up your offense is the instant this trial is over, understand? Got it. I gotta hound away on her.
When I found the body?
Yeah, what did you do when you found the body?
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room.
And what was Mr. Oldbag doing at that time?
He was taking a nap.
Well, we just got done with coitus. He was sleeping.
He was worn out from his many performances as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony.
Mr. Ungard did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you say it could not have been taken. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room. Yes.
Excuse me? It? What are you? Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with a subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Ungard's knife from his room? No. Subject, verb, object, right? Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue.
That entire line was written just because the writer was drunk. And he fucked up the writing. He's like,
Shu wasn't drunk for this one.
I'll just make a new one. I'll call him out on it.
Shu was fine for this one. After that, I went to Vaughn's room.
He was on cocaine.
Yeah.
And why did you do that?
As a friendly gesture, Vaughn was to make an appearance with the other heroes.
So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Is that the only reason?
I beg your pardon? What are you implying?
You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you had more personal matter to discuss with the victim.
Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time.
Can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess.
Maybe continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to his room?
Didn't she ask us not to bring up the suicide stuff?
Well, her committing suicide. Celeste, that stuff we can talk about. But her committing suicide, she doesn't want anybody to talk about.
What do I feel like we're gonna end up having to bring it up?
I know it's his dead body. I was in shock.
The game's gonna make us be a bad guy and be like, I'm sorry, I have to.
Yeah.
You were in shock?
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Ms. Andrews is a very calculated person. Despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Kuiga.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked.
Hey Edgeworth, in your murder trial, were you in shock?
Yes. So I'm saying that everybody would be in shock.
Were you in shock? Because you seemed calm and collected when it happened.
No, I wasn't. I picked up a gun.
Calm and collected.
Okay.
You were planning to end it all right there.
No, I wasn't.
You can't fool me. I've got brains. Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not.
I see.
What I saw was naturally the same exact scene as in the crime scene photo.
This is the photo you're referring to, correct?
Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest.
And the guitar the guitar case was like this too.
I didn't think that would be the hardest lie for you to deliver, but okay. Yes.
My mouth couldn't say guitar, leave me alone.
It was open and empty, of course. And then, what did you do next, witness?
I should have just said that stringed instrument.
I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
Juice?
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
What are you, fucking freak? Who drinks tomato juice?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Okay, sorry.
Please tell me you don't drink tomato juice.
No, I don't.
That shit tastes
I drink tomato sauce.
with a little bit of pasta.
Yes.
More sauce, less pasta.
Papa John's.
We had the same mind. But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Huh?
There were no lip marks left on the wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it.
Why pour the drink? You pour the drink to take the drink, and then you put the glass down. Better yet, drink from the bottle. Just drink straight from the bottle. He's dead. He's not gonna care. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body in Juan Corrida, you were in great shock, and that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank. How about your body?
A blank.
What are we talking, like Etch-a-Sketch?
Yes.
Cool, I like those. I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind, it's no big deal.
What was she starting to say just now? Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that you said you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was.
Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's just... I gotta get my flask. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over.
No, you didn't. Because the guitar case was up, and only the top of it was wet. Unless you knocked it over and then said, well, I'll open the guitar to make sure the inside's good. Continuing.
I was like, he's gotta read his lines before I present anything.
Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? Are you talking about the one at the bottom of the sea? Next to the hole? At the bottom of the sea? The mess of glass shards.
It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact that has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry.
You witch!
I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else.
Well, you touched the guitar case, your elbow hit it. You just said.
I was the one who knocked the flower vase over, where it fell onto the guitar case.
You're a liar! You dumb broad?
Whoa. Call her that when we find out she's the murderer.
You suicidal skank.
Oh, God.
What kind of flower vase was it?
It was a glass vase. It was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take.
I saw your mom.
I thought I would try to take Juan's pulse. So I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser, and that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase.
That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself. That's what she would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between your perception and reality. Doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now. I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. The only way to make her is to keep on the offense and not let up. Got it. Alright, I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah.
I got her! The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence. I have to find something. I just have to. For Maya's sake.
Alright, and we're gonna present this evidence in. Goodbye!